Hi, and welcome to One Point Perspective, the L shape. When drawing perspective drawings, you always use a ruler and start with a horizon line. This is like if you were looking out into the distance, that's the horizon. Then you draw a vanishing point, and I always draw it on the upper right hand side. Then, somewhere in the middle, you're going to start drawing your object. And just like in the past, we're going to use a scale. And I think for this one, I'm going to do 1 cube is equal to 2 grid lines. And I'm doing that L shape in the orientation that we've been doing it. And I'm going to skip a couple lines down here. I'm going to start like somewhere in this area over here. So we're going to make a square for the overall height and width of the L shape. So let's start, I guess, like around here. It doesn't really matter because it'll work out. So it's 2 cubes tall. So that's 4 grid lines tall. And then it's 3 cubes wide. So that's 2, 4, 6 grid lines like that. And now we have the front face of our glass box that we will use. That's pretty good. I could do that way. I think I'm going to change this vanishing point, make it a little closer. This will give us a nice... Okay, now we're ready to go. To finish drawing the glass box, you go to the corners and you use your ruler to draw back to the vanishing point. Just place your ruler on the vanishing point and each of these 3 corners, and everything will be all right. Oh, you see what happened there? Like, I could continue drawing it like this way, but this is going to be a little bit too skinny for me. So instead, I'm going to redo that. I should have just went with my gut. I think the vanishing point was around there before. I've done this before. Look at that. So that'll give us a right side face that we can see better. Now it's only 1 cube deep, but if I went 1 grid line, that would be a little bit too thick. We would have a very thick L shape there. So I'm going to go a little bit less than a grid line. That'll be decent. Okay, so I'm going back that far, and then you're going to take that point that we just drew, and you're just going to go across. Use your ruler, make a straight line across, and then boom, we have our glass box. Now we just need to draw where the object touches the box, and we're going to draw boom, boom. So that's business as usual, same as the oblique stuff, okay? But the difference is now when we draw the depth, anytime we're drawing a line that goes back to the vanishing point, we have to draw a line. Not just like, oh, okay, I think it looks around there, or maybe it's like over here. No. You don't have to guess. You just start at the point that you just drew, and then go to the vanishing point. Boom, no guesswork. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay? So this corner over here, you start at that corner, and then boom, back to the vanishing point, just like that. Wow, that's actually going to look... We're off to the races. Like, that's going to be a nice L shape, I could tell already. So I'm going to draw my object lines. Hopefully I don't draw them too fast. If I'm rushing through this, sometimes, it's not going to turn it like all the lines get crazy. I'm rushing through it for you. If I was doing this on my own, I would take my time. I would make sure it looks nice. I would make sure I wasn't missing any. See, I almost missed that one. Okay, now we're ready to continue drawing construction lines. We drew the glass box. We drew where the object touches the box. Now we're ready to draw what's inside the box. I like to start in this corner here and go to the vanishing point, because I know that I have a corner here. I'm going to want a line right there to show that there's a corner. So I just focus on this point and the vanishing point, and boom, don't worry about anything else for now. Then I know that this thing has like a back to it, and I'm going to start at this corner here and just draw a line down to that line that I just drew. Now try to draw it straight down. See how this line is straight down and this line is straight down? We're going to draw a line straight down here. So for 1 point perspective, there's none of this like craziness. And then if you draw it from this corner straight across, if it's a straight line, it should meet up. See, mine are a little bit off. Maybe like this one should have been out a little bit more. They should meet up exactly That's decent. Now, look at that. I'm just cheating. So you could also go from here across and hope that if you go straight across, it looks like. Maybe when I draw my object lines, you could like cheat a little bit. Boom, boom. Good enough. Look at that. That's nice. And then look at that. Okay. When the lines are a little bit thicker, you get a little bit more leeway. And then we're done. Look at that. And I could just do some tonal shading. It's only 5 minutes long. Should I show you the tonal shading? Normally I just pause it and you could take your time doing this. Make it nice. And then you do like boom, bop, bada bop boop. Pow. Boom, tonal shading. That's pretty nice. Have a great day.